All right, forget everything you know about video editing for a second. I'm talking timelines, the cut tool, keyframes, all of it. What if you could create a video using just pure logic? Today, we're diving into a really different way of making videos, shifting from manual editing to, well, intelligent design. So think about it this way. What if making a video was more like building a house? You wouldn't just start throwing bricks and wood together randomly, right? No way. You'd have a detailed blueprint, an architect to design it, and a builder to put it all together. That's the big idea we're going to unpack right now. And this brings us to what you could call a new blueprint for video. We're talking about moving away from the old manual way of doing things and embracing a much more logical approach to design. And trust me, this isn't just a new tool, it's a whole new way of thinking about content. Okay, so at the very heart of this model, you've got two key players, just like on a construction site. You have the architect, who comes up with the plan, and you have the builder, who actually brings that plan to life. First up is our architect, Claude. Now, this is not your typical AI that just kind of guesses at what visuals to show. Claude is a reasoning engine. You give it an idea, and it uses a strict set of rules to write out a super detailed blueprint for the video. We're talking everything from what the scenes are to the exact timing. So once that blueprint is written and ready to go, it gets handed off to Remotion, our builder. Remotion is what you'd call a deterministic engine, which is really just a fancy way of saying it follows instructions perfectly. It doesn't improvise or guess. It takes the architect's plan and builds the video exactly as designed, every single time, flawlessly. Okay, so how does this all actually come together? Let's walk through the workflow that takes your idea from just a plan into a finished reality. It really just boils down to these 4 simple steps. 1, you start with your idea, just describing it in plain English. 2, Claude takes that and designs the blueprint. 3, you get an instant preview, and if you want to make a change, you can just say, hey, make the intro a little faster. Claude just updates the plan. And 4, once you love it, Remotion renders the final, high-quality video. That's it. And this quote really gets to the most important part of this whole thing. You are always the director. This isn't some rogue AI doing its own thing. It's a feedback loop. It's designed to take all the boring, tedious work off your plate, like, calculating frame numbers, but it leaves all the creative authority right where it belongs with you. So, you've probably seen those wild, almost surreal AI video clips floating around online, right? How does this logical, structured approach compare to that? Well, the difference is absolutely fundamental. It's really engineering versus dreaming. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. Most AI video tools work kind of like a dream. They hallucinate images, they operate inside a black box, and it's almost impossible to go in and fix small mistakes. Logical video is the exact opposite. It's engineering. It's built on a solid foundation of structure and logic, which means it's programmable, and most importantly, it's consistent. So why does all this matter so much? Why is having this level of control such a big deal? Well, because for anyone who actually creates content, separating the planning from the building is an absolute game changer. This whole approach gives you 3 incredible advantages. First, you get precise control. You can change a single color or just one word without the whole video falling apart. Second, you get effortless repeatability. A great blueprint can be used over and over with new data to create thousands of variations instantly. And finally, you get massive scalability. Teams can now build systems that automatically create on-brand content whenever they need it. At the end of the day, this is all about a major shift in our thinking. It's about moving from being just an editor, kind of reacting to footage on a timeline, to becoming an architect who intentionally designs the content right from the start. It's a system that rewards planning and structure with a whole new level of creative power. And all this leads to a pretty fascinating question, doesn't it? As these tools get more and more powerful, are we heading into an era where the most impactful content is no longer just edited, but meticulously built? It's definitely something to think about.